Hey, welcome to Sportsbook Review, everybody. It's January 3rd. It's 2017, and it's Tuesday. And I am back with the Puckheads. I just got back from a 5-day beach trip. What the hell are you laughing at, Carter? Your record? Hey, with that being said, Dana, it's nice to have you on. Importantly, and most importantly, Happy New Year's to you and your family. I hope everything's going good out there in Vegas. Also, I heard that the Oakland Raiders, that reality is picking up some steam and some momentum. Scott Carter, Happy New Year to you too, and you need to do something different this year so you can start winning. How was your New Year's?
Better than you, Cookie.
Okay, don't start that shit either. Hey, Dana, what's going on with that Oakland? I know this is off the beaten path. What's going on with the momentum with Oakland Raiders possibly coming out there?
Well, Mark Davis can't formally ask the league to move until after the season is complete. And then after that, of course, then he has to have the majority of owners in the NFL to back him in that. And I had to be honest with you, Mike, I thought this thing would die a long time ago, but it's going to go to a vote, and I think he's got the backing to move him here. Yeah. And now the Adelson from the Venetian has partnered with Mark Davis to build a stadium here. And I'm telling you, in 25 years, we've had such a hard time getting an arena built. And now all of a sudden, in the last 3 years, we can potentially have an arena and a stadium built.
Yeah, that is amazing. Yeah, I was thinking like you also. I thought, that's far-fetched. It'll never happen. But it is. It's really starting to pick up momentum. And also, it just makes you wonder, Dennis, you need to listen to this one, makes you wonder how underground the Vegas market really is and the influence, the pull that they have in any aspect that has to do with making tons of money.
It's going to be underground stadium?
Oh, God bless America. You know what? I wish I was still at the beach doing these videos. I would have had a blessed day today. But no, for real, it makes you wonder. Like Dana said, 25 years trying to get a stadium. Next thing you know, they got you got arena and could be a stadium within a 3-year period.
That's what Dana just said.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
You know what? God bless America. It's no wonder why we're
talking football on the Puckheads.
And if I'm correct, I think you're coming off a winning day. Dana, all right, Scotty Carter coming off a 2-1 day, 5 units up after our last show. What are your thoughts on that? And do you think he can keep his momentum going this year?
Is this what we're going to talk about, my record? Okay, fine. Let's go. Go ahead. Talk about my record then, Dana.
Yeah.
Well,
or maybe let's talk about some hockey instead, maybe. But go ahead. Whatever you want.
Well, this is going to be a good time to go against Carter because to ask two days in a row for winning plays, that might be a bit much, but perhaps Scott is starting to come out of his shell a little bit and go on a run. I know he's great on Twitter, but videos, let's get 2 in a row.
That's what he says,
right.
yeah.
Well,
no, and I'm serious, viewers, because I do want you to know at the end of the day, we are serious about this. I know you're getting ready to heat up, and 5 units is nothing to laugh about. That's production. That is production. There's a lot going on as the season has continued.
Win is a win, right?
All right?
Any wins.
I mean, I myself did not see the Columbia Blue Jackets absolutely dominate.
Or the Columbus Blue Jackets.
Columbus Blue Jackets.
They're pretty good, too.
I'm married to a Colombian girl.
15 in a row.
Right. But here
Second all time. Right?
Here we go. Let's get started with that because I'm going to lead this one off. All right, I'm coming off a 2-0 day. Dana Lane was 1-1. I'm going first. Right. You were 2-1 last show. I'm telling you right now, I'm taking Edmonton plus 1.5.
Oh, the streak's over.
Plus 1.5.
Oh.
I got it minus 198 at Heritage. I think that's good value because I'm not willing to just, fade Columbia. They're kicking ass. They're taking names.
Or Columbus.
Right? And Columbus. And here's the thing. though. Edmonton, all right, 8 of their last 9 games has held their opponent to 2 goals or less. So I love those odds. And the last 3 were on the road. The last 3 on the road, they did the same thing. So with that being said, I think it's a good value, minus 198, plus 1.5. Dana, what's your thoughts on that angle, seeing Edmonton maybe, staying close with Columbus?
Well, the only thing with Edmonton is obviously they're a young team, and now we're getting to the point of the year where a lot of these kids are playing more games than they ever have. So Edmonton's one of those teams I just want to kind of sit back and watch. And, of course, you can say the same thing about Columbus as well. But these are 2 teams right now that I would kind of sit back and watch to make sure that they're going to get over the hump as the season goes on. But $1.98 is a little bit too much for me to lay, but I certainly can see where you're coming from.
Okay. And again, that's just the angle I'm looking at when you're keeping it that close. And that was my other thing I wanted to touch on. All right, Columbus, 26-5, and some. This is a young team as well. And I think tonight, again, Edmonton, I think, could even go in and maybe snap that streak. They could. I like this Edmonton team. I like the way they're coached, and I like the way that they have been attacking. So with that being said, I'm willing to back it on that one.
Anything's possible.
Absolutely. All right, Dana, hit us with your first. Thank you, buddy. Hit us with your first pick. Because I know you didn't.
Okay.
No, I know, of course.
All these plays are going to be for 3.5 units, and the first game is going to be Montreal and Nashville. And I saw this line this morning, and I'm still, I guess, wrestling with it a little bit because I'm trying to justify why Nashville is even a small favorite over over Montreal. And we know that PK Subban's not playing tonight, and Shea Weber's having a homecoming back to Nashville. And I, for me, it really just comes down to two teams that I feel like one is a little bit more undisciplined and one is the disciplined team. And you know what you're going to get from Montreal on a night-in, night-out basis. But for Nashville, I'm still not sure what they are and who they are. So it's hard for me to lay $1.25 or $1.20 against them. Montreal has historically played well against bad teams. In fact, they've won 5 out of 6 against teams with a losing record. And even though Carey Price hasn't played well as of late, I'm still, if you're going to give me plus money, I'm still going to take the Montreal Canadiens. So we're going to take Montreal plus $1.08 over Nashville. We're also going to take the over in this game at minus $1.33, which is 5.
At 5. Okay, yeah, I'd have a hard time fading the Habs whatsoever right now. In Nashville, I really like that breakdown. Who are they? I don't think they have really, found out. And I don't think they have that vocal leader in the locker room that is just grabbing that team. And that's just my opinion. I like the pick. Okay, Montreal.
That's my first pick, too. Montreal.
Here we go. Did I not call that, Dennis? I said, hey, how many picks you got? He can't answer that question. He's got to wait and see how many he's going to tail. And that's my first pick, too. I love it. You just...
Actually, I changed it from $1.10 to $1.08 because that's what he got it at. So I'm going to take that as $1, even though I got it as $1.10 already.
Is it minus, right?
It's a plus $1.
Plus $1.08.
Plus $1.08.
You can't beat it. I can't believe it.
But for all the reasons he said, PK is out for another couple of weeks, and Shea Weber's coming back after 14 years, I think, playing there.
And that has a lot to it. There's
no
doubt about it. And I'm just kidding you about that.
I know. Just don't touch me.
I'm going to tell you right now, when Pistol Pete and I break down games, Dennis can witness this, all right? There's times where I will pull a pick out of what he said about a certain game and vice versa. That's what this is all about. I'm just giving you a hard time because, you don't want to jump.
Just giving one back.
Because, Dana's never been the same since he went to Mexico. You know that.
I thought it was Orlando. That's what
Orlando. That's what I'm talking about. It was a downward spiral from Mexico. He ended up in damn Orlando. All right. With that,
but it's a tough one. It's a tough game. It could go. I mean, they came off a really good 4-0 win. I think Nashville last game.
Yeah.
So it's gonna not be easy game. But I like the odds when you get Montreal plus money. And they really need to make a statement if they can win and play on the road consistently.
And that's it.
They
consistently. That's the key word.
When they are at home, they're a totally different team.
And that's what I've read. From inside, the coach himself said, we're looking for the consistency on the road and the cohesiveness.
And they played a lot of their upfront games in the beginning of the season at home. So, it's going to even out. They have to play a lot on the road now.
This hockey season's starting to really get, it's like going by fast. All of a sudden, I'm looking,
it's almost halfway there.
I know it. All right, with that being said, Scotty, hit us with your second one.
Okay,
or do you need us to wait until one of us gets a pick?
My second one, it's on the same game, actually, like Dana did, basically. First bet is going to be 2 units on San Jose over 5 against LA Kings.
San Jose over 5.
I got it at plus 110. Okay, and second part of that is I think it's going to be, it's a back-to-back game again. They lost 3-2 in LA. They're coming back in San Jose. San Jose on a back-to-back usually go higher scoring. I think it's going to be a 3-2, 4-2. I'm hoping it's going to be a 4-2 game for San Jose. That's why I'm taking my second pick is going to be 3 units on plus 210.
Okay.
The puck line for San Jose as well.
Okay, puck line. Plus 210?
Plus 210. That's what I got it at, yeah.
Wow. What's your thoughts on that, Danny? You think Carter's got an edge there?
Well, we're going to go in Lisa, one of his picks against him. Los Angeles and San Jose.
Head to head, baby.
I'm going to go under 5 minus $1.19. And these two teams are complete under teams. San Jose in their last 51 games, the under is 27, 11, and 13. And in Los Angeles' last 32 games, it's 18, 7, and 7, including overall head-to-head. It's 3-1-3 to the under in the last 7 games. And, of course, it's the same record at the SAP Center as well. And San Jose managed only 20 shots in that last game against Los Angeles. And let's not also forget these two goaltenders. I think Peter Budaj has been completely overlooked this season. He has a 1.28 goals against average and a save percentage of almost 96% in his last 7 starts. So
that's getting it done.
To me, these are two goaltenders that spell an under.
Okay.
Well, it's one of those sayings. It's such an under that it's going to be an over.
You know what? And I get that as well. And you see a lot of that sometimes in some marquee pitching matchups in baseball. Oh, the under, and that frickin' thing explodes. So anything can happen. I love it. And the bottom line, head-to-heads are great. It's good. And at the end of the day, one of us is taking that bookie's money.
Or it could be a push. Could be 3-2.
Could be a push. See what happens. Hey, if wishes were horses, then beggars would ride, Scotty Carter. That's what my dad said. All right, I'm going to bust out my second play, and I love it. I'm going against one of the hottest teams in the NHL right now. They've won 5 in a row, 4 of them on the frickin' road. Well, I think that stops tonight. I think Washington shuts down Toronto. I got it minus $1.49 at Pinnacle, and all good things must come to an end. What's your thoughts on that, Dana?
Well, I like where you're coming from on that. I mean, I like just like in the earlier game with the breakdown. Toronto just came off of a huge game against Detroit, a big deal on the outdoors in the Centennial Classic, and now you figure there's gonna be a little bit of a letdown against a Washington team that has been kind of pushed the whole season, and I think that for them, flying under the radar, if a capital team can fly under the radar, I think this is a spot where Toronto does have a little bit of a letdown, and I certainly would be on Washington's side if that was one of my plays.
I mean, they haven't been scoring much, Washington, but the goaltender, Holtby, has been on fire, and they've been winning close games, but low-scoring games.
Yeah,
I like everything you guys are saying.
Yeah, and I really like for them to get out of that little slump because they have had a scoring slump. So
that's a good pick.
I like that. I think it's going to
Welcome, I gave you that pick, didn't I?
I'm glad you did too. Hell, I paid you $175. You promised me a second game behind it. All right, does anybody else have another play for our viewers?
That's it for me. For now,
Dana?
I have one more play. It's on Buffalo.
He's turning into one of them. You can't stop him. You can only hope to contain him. Dana Lane, everybody.
We're going to go over the 5. Make sure you shop on that because there's some 5.5s out there as well. But over 5, you are going to have to give up $1.40 on this. But I'm not convinced that this is a Buffalo Sabres team that's an under team the rest of the season. I know that they really sat back and waited for Jack Eichel to come back, and they did play well when Eichel came back. But now they're on a 1-4-2 stretch against a team and the Rangers that are out with without their 2 best forwards, scored 15 goals in their last – or 16 goals in their last 3 games. So this Ranger team offensively is completely on fire. They might get Rick Nash back. And remember the first time that they played in early December, or the 1st of December, it was a 7-goal game. So we're going with the over, then the 5, minus $1.40 in the Buffalo Ranger game.
Well, I like that breakdown. I really do. I
think 1-0 Rangers final.
Here we go. Head-to-head again. You guys just don't like each other. That's the bottom line. I don't know what the hell happened along the way to Grandma's house. So
I don't know.
All right, guys. Well, listen, I know one thing. I saw an excellent fireworks show at the beach in Costa Rica that was just amazing. So, I needed this break. I'm back. It's 2017, and viewers, this is a year for you, all right? Puckheads is going to step it up. We're going to produce, and we hope that you will take advantage of this one-stop shop for all your tools to beat the bookie, okay? Because that's how it's done at SBR, all right? They are the Better Business Bureau of the industry. So with that being said, guys, it's our, we all make these New Year's resolutions, but us 3 as the Puckheads, let's make a resolution. Give these guys the best edge and angle on an absolute daily basis and do it consistently, and then help them cash them tickets. You sound like you're on board?
Let's hope the pucks fly our way. I mean, that's what it is.
I hope
keep at it.
Flies that way and smacks you in the head. That'd be beautiful. Dana Lane, thanks for being with us. For sure. Hey, viewers, can't wait to see you again. Tune in on Thursday to the Puckheads and the Odds Couple. Oh, wait, Odds Couple's going to be the next one. All right, but no, for real. Tune into the Puckheads on Thursday. We're going to have a blast, and we're going to cash some more tickets. Scotty, get the hell out of here, will you?
Go to SBRodds.com. Browse, compare, and shop live odds available at top online sportsbooks.